Okay, so good morning everybody and once again welcome back in today's class. Today we're on the day number 22 of our batch CIS CSM batch. So what we discussed yesterday about the major issues and the escalation and de-escalation part specifically. Okay, and now we're going a little bit more forward with the concept called the inbound email action. Inbound email action is not a new concept in the CSM. It is an old concept which is applicable in the ITSM as well. Okay. So what it says, we see that a customer or consumer can log a case via portal, via chat, via virtual agent, which we saw, and via calling to the agent as well. But there is one more interface available that is called the email. Email means that a customer or a consumer send an email to a dedicated email ID and then the case will be get created. In this area, what is important to understand that there are multiple incoming accounts, but outgoing will be from one. It means if reply need to be sent, then only one account will be there. But multiple customers, multiple consumers are there, so they can send the email from the multiple email IDs. So via this inbound email action, we can create a case. We can update a case as well. These two are the major one, but we'll see a little bit more in the depth. Okay, also via email only, a consumer or the customer can accept the solution or the reject the solution. That is another part. But in the PDIs, the email are not working. Due to some security constraint, this has been stopped a long back now. And I read some post on the committee that we can configure our Gmail ID as well. But the problem is that if I configure my Gmail ID, it will bring all my personal mails in the service now, which I already has a very bad experience on that particular part. So I did not did that particular stuff here. Okay, but we will see that how this email IDs or sorry, inbound actions are work specifically. So if you go here and we can see inbound actions. Let me change it to the customer service. Okay, and we can configure for the case table. This one. So you can say consumer update case via reply. Consumer create case via property. Consumer create case using prefix. Like I give you an example. In when I was working for a company and we have some insurance policy. So they mentioned that if you want to send or want to get some information via email, in the subject you have to mention your company name. If you did not mention the company name, it will not be get entertained. That is a prefix. So to understand this particular part from the service provider perspective, that is okay from which particular company is coming and what next need to be do with this particular email. This has a one different case is available. And if I go a little bit more, create case via channel, via create case using prefix, and there is a one more update case via reply and update case via accept or reject. So multiple inbound action has been given to us. But ServiceNow say this is not the only case. We can use the inbound email flows as well. It means either you can define the email inbound actions here only, or you can create the flow, and flow take the precedence over this inbound actions. If you define the same case, मान लीजिए ये वाला है, I'm defining it in the flow plus I'm defining in the inbound actions as well. So flow will take a precedence and will execute first. This will not execute then. Okay, this is what the benefit of having this particular thing. Okay, and if you see here, I show you inbound email flows. ये देखिएगा, this one. Create case from mail, email. Update case via reply. New email received on case in open or awaiting info state. So like if you open this, it will open the flow for us. And then we're using flow and subflow to trigger all this information. ठीक है, but इससे पहले एक चीज और भी रहते हैं यहाँ पर. That is my channels. We have to be defined which channel we're using for which particular purpose. Because if you remember this slide, omni channels हमारे, these are omni channels, right? This one. If you want to implement, or if you're implementing ServiceNow CSM for your customer, we have to be defined and configure these channels as well. That what this channel will do and how this will be used in the ServiceNow. So you can go here and you can define your channels. Channel configuration, and if you click on the new here, mainly it is only for the email ads as of now. So I can say this channel name is LNG channel. And this is applicable if anybody send a email and which contains a word or this product. And in mail is coming from lng@lng.com. Then do this particular thing. Means I'm defining it for my specific customers. LNG Corp says, okay, I need this information that in my account, only one person will be sending the email. And this is one. And if he sent and it contains this product, please do this particular thing. So we are defining channels specifically for the handling of the different type of cases, because I am as a service provider, I am as an insurance service provider. I have multiple customers. 100 of customers are there. And every customer has their own requirement that if my user send email to you, I want it should be treated as on the priority. It should be go like this particular way. It should be go by this particular flow. It should be go by this particular way only. And how I can define? I can define in my channel. It's a simple, or like this. If any email which is coming to me and contain this product, then also I have to be treated. Like if anybody is sending an email which contains the word block, or which contain the product AC block, then I should be treated as a on priority. Some different concept for different process should be followed on that particular part. Okay, so we have to be define this particular part. But in this particular case, what we're going to do now, we're going to be understand the inbound email flows, because ServiceNow is saying that I am low code now, low code or the no code. Then instead of writing this inbound actions, if I show you here, okay, let me take a simple example. Let's say this one. So this is a normal inbound inbound email action. It's not a flow. So this is what they say. When to run if it is a new, and if it contain check case channel email to, and new case email utilities user exist email from. So you have to be coded here. Might be it is not possible for me as a consultant. I don't want to that. I don't know that how to write this code. To overcome this problem, they bring it this particular option here. कि flow बना लो, that is more easy for you. So you can see here. This concept is old. I'm not saying this is a new concept. This concept is old only. It is available in ITSM as well, and it is a now platform only. And it has this in the CS. It is be given in the CSM as well. But so in this we have to be set everything like this. जो email आ रहा है उसको set करो. Contacts का contacts में जाएगा, and all things will be there. So we have to do little coding part here. But in this, less coding or almost no coding is required here. So this is my flow, main flow. Create case from email. It has a trigger. So every flow must have two things. One is trigger and one action. Minimum one action is required. A flow cannot be marked as a complete if it did not contain at least one action. करना क्या है जब यही नहीं पता तो फिर फ्लो कैसे कंप्लीट होगा. ठीक है. So and this is triggers are completely out of the box. No need to be write anything. So if I click on here, I can see this part. Let me open it quickly and then I'll show you. Yes. So you can see. Trigger. Record create करना है, update करना है, schedule है, might be daily, weekly, monthly, or any application. Inbound, or you want to do for service catalog, or you want to get some SLA task. It is my inbound email. It says, so same thing which you see here. देखो ये भी new ही है. And here also we are seeing receive type is new and type is received. Email आ गया मेरे पास. Inbound email means it will go and check in the email logs automatically and see if any email is coming. Incoming is there. If I show you here this thing. देखो यहाँ पे ये टाइप होता है. We are checking this thing. So if I remove this, because you will not find any other type. It's as I said, it's a PDI, so you will not find any other type here. Send, but here, if you check in your practical and the official or the client instances, you will see sent and received. So it is checking this part. कोई email आया, yes, आ गया. अब क्या करना? What to do next? I have to process it. And here they are using the subflow. Why subflow? Because ServiceNow says might be trigger is same for everybody, but the treatment can be little different for every type of email you're receiving. So there's a different subflow available with the name create case for match or unmatch. Let's go here. and search for match. ये वाला सब flow use कर रहे हैं वो लोग. And what they're doing here. And also, if you want to add a condition here, oh, why it not showing the condition? Or if you want, you can put the represent as well. If you want to put this use case specifically for a specific customer only or the account only. So you can put, or if I can say anything called the product here, no, because it is checking on the email table. So I can say this thing that represent is or coming from this particular email ID. Only then it should execute. So I'm putting the multiple conditions here to make sure that my flow should run only when it has these conditions match here. Okay, and this is what is my subflow. Subflow is kind of a flow only, but this has been used in the main flow, and it has two things: input and output. It will take the input from the main flow and it will give the output to the main flow. और इसके भी अपने actions रहेंगे. So input, action and output. Okay, this is what we have to do. So what they're doing here now. Show input and output. This is little technical part which I'm not 100% comfortable in this area, but we'll discuss that what it is doing to be understand more. It says I'm taking input as a short description from address and email record. Reference.email कहाँ से email आ रहा है? From the email table I'm referring it here. What is the description? It is means I'm referring to the subject, body and represents. ये तो inputs मुझे मिल जाएंगे यहाँ से. Input मुझे भी जाएगा जो भी हमने conditions देखा था. Okay, then once I got the input, then I have to do lookups. What I'm looking up, that is this particular email address exist in my database, in my consumer or the customer table. See, consumer table. Email is, and the benefit of flow is that you can do this is called the data pill. No need to be write the code here. So like in this case, we're writing the code, right? Like this validations, we're writing a code, or this we're writing a code. So in this, no need to be write a code. You can use the data pill. Input में addresses को data pill ले लो. And we're doing the condition check. Go in the consumer table. Lookup is an action. I want to see that is Ronald name exist. So how I will check? I have to navigate all the records in my system. This is what the lookup I'm doing here. And I'm getting this particular email address. And maximum 1,000 results I can get it. And believe me, I learned this concept of lookup from the ServiceNow community only by seeing the different replies that what people are doing. And then I said, oh wow, this is a good feature that we can do the lookups as well. Then if the consumer exists, मतलब कि क्या हुआ, यहां से उसने input लिया inbound का, pass this as a input to the subflow, ये वाला, और यहाँ पे उसने validity check करी, valid है, it is exist, yes, अच्छा. Then we have another flow logic. This is the flow logic. If I just show you here. In the flow logic, we have these things: if, else, each, loops, and all things will be there. In the actions, we have this thing like lookups and all. These things. Lookup records and everything. These are the actions. So more you do little bit deep dive in the flow, and it is required, at least minimum we should know that how to do the lookups, how to get the variables from the catalog item and all things. This is important for us to be understand. And once it says lookup done, let me close this. Then if loop for each, मतलब जितनी बार उसको loop वो user मिल रहा है हर एक के लिए, क्योंकि because it is a flow. In a single minute, I am getting 100 emails. And from the 100 emails, I am checking this lookup, your lookup. Or every 101, I am getting the cases for each item in the lookup. देखो lookup records in the consumer records. और ये कहाँ से आया इसके पास? It got it from this particular section only. यहाँ से emails आ गए and then it started working on that particular part. Create case. अब create case क्या है? ये मेरा action है जो ऑलरेडी मेरे पास दिया हुआ है. If you want to see, you can come and see here. ये देखो इधर. Why the red color? Because it is from the customer service application. Create case. मतलब जो काम आपको यहाँ मैनुअली करना पड़ रहा था, it has been done automatically here with this code. और what we are doing, we are setting up the values कि इन short description को short description डालो, input of the short description. ये कहाँ से आएगा? Inputs में जो short description है उसको short description में डाल दो. और ये input कहाँ से आया? ये मेरे email में से आया. और इसको emails को कहाँ से मिला इसको? With the main flow. यहाँ से जो हमें मिला information. उसको रीड करके ही कर रहा है. So in that is it is called the low code because we have to be just use the parameters, nothing else. Everything you have to do. Now to do this particular part in this area, let me show you. देखो ये सारा हम कर रहे हैं. See all these things. ये we are doing in the inbound action with the scripting. Now same thing we are doing with the low code. That is the only thing. This is what the purpose here. So we can create a case, then we can associate record to the email. Again, this is what action. कि अगर उसके साथ कोई अटैचमेंट है भाई उसको भी अटैच कर दो इसमें. Associate record to the email. क्योंकि जब आप email inbound actions होते हैं तो उसमें भी अब how I can show you email because we don't have anything called the sent here. Otherwise, when you receive any email and you open the logs, you will see that a record get generated for the same and map to that email as well. वो ये काम कर रहा है. And then create a case in the case table. ये देखो उसमें जाके record insert कर दिया. This is what this particular subflow is doing. And same thing if did not match the अब कंज्यूमर मैच नहीं हुआ अगर मान लीजिए यहाँ पर ईमेल आईडी मैच नहीं हुआ तो क्या करना है तो भी केस क्रिएट करना है बट इन दिस क्रिएट अ कॉन्टैक्ट फर्स्ट तो अकाउंट होगा कोई ना कोई अगर कंज्यूमर नहीं है तो अकाउंट होगा राइट इफ यू रिमेंबर दिस थिंग so what we do here either we use account or either we use consumer. इन दोनों में से कोई एक ही होगा. If I put account, then consumer gone. If I put consumer, then account gone. So in this subflow, we are handling the both things. पहला कंज्यूमर के लिए और दूसरा अकाउंट के लिए. अगर दोनों ही नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं मिला, ना कंज्यूमर मिला ना ये मिला, then again also create a case. You can contact the user at this center. कि boss, we did not find your account or your email ID in our system. We're not creating a case for you. Something we can put the information to that user. Or might be we can create as a guest and then log it. This is what this flow and subflow doing. And this will take precedence over these inbound actions. If you're defining the same thing for this stuff. The only purpose to showcase is that because we should know that there's a two ways to do this particular part. Nowadays, as a company, as a customer, as a client, we are preferring to use the flow designers. That is quick and easy to do this particular part. Clear हुआ? Doubt, question? Yes or no?
No.
No clear. Not clear.
No question.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, after this concept, there's another concept which we are going to pick up now. If you remember that we have a case type. Remember or not?
Case type.
Case type. Out of the box, as of now, we have no case type defined here. Like if I say in a bank has multiple department, right? Loan, then credit, debit, and daily banking kind of things. Now, if you are having an issue in the loan, will you raise your problem statement under this, or this? तो definitely loan का है तो loan में जाएंगे, right? Because the treatment of the loan issue will be treated by the separate teams and with a separate process. This is called the case type. Now, simple है, अगर if instead of loan, bank I can say hospital. Hospital में if you get admitted, then a separate process. Admission query जिसे हम कहते हैं. Okay. Operated, it is separate process. ठीक है. Your follow up is a separate process. When you go to reception, they ask, so what is the problem? No, someone is admitted. I want to know about the admission process. We admitted on this particular date, but it's showing in the report at this particular date. It means we have to be raise a different case for admission, different case for operation, different case for follow-up. This is called the case types. Because as a customer, as a consumer, now in the bank as well, if you see loan, credit, debit, daily banking, ATM issues, checkbook issues, or internet banking issues.
Is
See,
this like category or is this something
it
else?
is like category, but when you talk about the CSM perspective, these are the different type of cases.
Okay. So they create their own case number prefix.
Correct.
Kind of.
So like if I show you SBI, and if I show you here like services, देखो ये है डिफरेंट केसेस हैं, ये अलग केस टाइप है. पर्सनल बैंकिंग सर्विसेज है. अब मोबाइल बैंकिंग में मल्टीपल है. सो आई हैव पर्सनल इंटरनेट बैंकिंग and here I have a issues. In the personal one, I have a block ATM is one of the case. I have NRI services, the second case. I have the banking form, it's the third case. Now, if you want to block a ATM, you will not go for the doorstep banking, right? You will definitely log a case for this particular case only, right? Block ATM card. अब ये क्या है? This is my case has been raised. Case type है मेरा ये. Now, if I go here, general insurance. This is another case type which we have. So now in the loan, one case type is this thing. There's something more in the loan? नहीं, इसमें नहीं है, एक ही है इनका. Or I can say, if I just see this thing option. Anything called a loan? नहीं, अब जैसे देखो ये है. This is what? This is your CSM only. New user registration. I am a consumer. This is my CSM example only. Customer care, login, log, unlock. So if I'm a consumer and I have a, this is what I'm looking for. Now see. ये देखो, ये सारे केस टाइप है मेरे. So that if a consumer log a case for a specific purpose, it should be treated in a separate manner. So ServiceNow says, don't worry, you can create your case type as well. But you have to be defined properly. That is important. It is not that much easy कि आपने बनाया or if you just created it, it's work for you. It's not like that. You have to be configured properly. So it is a plugin available that is called the case type, which is already came in the CSM only. When the CSM get installed, that come with that only. So what I will do, we'll see here. Case type. Clear हुआ ना फंडा कि case type है क्या चीज? That is important.
Yes.
Okay. Because this is not any case type. यहाँ पर कोई case type नहीं है अभी आपका. It is a normal standard है. But I want to give. I'm implementing CSM for my banking customer. They have a loan, they have a debit, they have a credit, they have an ATM, they have online banking, they have a mobile banking. When you raising a issue, when you're raising an incident in via mobile bank app, they ask you, right? Go to which category, loan, under loan, which category, this thing. So what you're doing, we're just doing the case type only. Because every case type has a different flow, different execution, different fields. Loan में यही पूछेगा आपका loan account number. It will not ask you the actual account number. Say, okay, give me your loan account number. So we have to be defined completely. So it is like, if I am creating a new case type, I'm defining a form like this again. It is required. So what we'll do, we will need to create a case type first. First we'll create a case type, then we manage the case types. कि कैसे use करना है. And it is also important to be understand that if you are a consultant, you should know that when a customer need a new case type, ऐसा नहीं है कि हर कस्टमर को केस टाइप चाहिए ही होता, नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता. If sometime you are enhancing it, you are upgrading your customers experience, then you might ask, okay, I think we should go for the different case types. Now we're getting a lot of cases, it's very getting confused to filter out. Then we can go for this particular option here. So we are referring to this particular table now. If I just let you know, uh, uh, case type, this one. We are referring this one now. Task to case. Case has a different case types. And every case type has a view, workflow, SLA, record producer, widgets. सब कुछ है इनका ये. But we have to be registered this case type. There is little technical part, but we will do the small options on this particular stuff. So this is what? This is my case type only. Complaint a case type, claim a case type, onboarding case type, return case type. Okay. So we will, and also you can hierarchy as well. In complaint, I have 4 case types. Complaint for a complaint for a bank executive, complaint for a service, complaint for X, complaint for Y, claim for car, claim for bike, claim for two-wheeler, claim for standalone building, onboarding of a new member in the account, joint account kind of things. So we can have a case and sub case and case type as well. So it will be like hierarchy we have to be do. But the only benefit of using case type is that every case type has a different flow. This is what is important here. Remember that CSM is mainly on the customer or the consumer user experience perspective. Nothing more than that. Why we say that this app is very good? Because it is easy to go. Like Amazon, easy to go. Order, deliver, go to click on the same order, return, done. Quick, easy, simple app. Why? Because it is enhancing my user experience here. Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll create a new case type. We have 2 options, using the guided application creator or using the platform table creation feature. In this, you have to go with the proper tables and all the things we'll be doing. Or what we can do, we can go here and create a guided application. Creating a case type is like creating a new application at all together. So it is considered like a customization for me. And see, this will provide me just an interface, nothing else. If I go with the second part or the second way, let me do it here. I have to be create a table here, same thing. Table, then columns, and here also I'm going to create a same thing, table and everything. Create new. What is my, because as I say, case type. Now I need, see this example. Loan is an application in my CSM. It is like a case for me. Internet banking is a new application, new services. So we have to be defined this via this thing, guided setup. So I can say LNG Patshala. And this thing always start with the X. Scoped application है ये. My case types are my scoped application. Because it is a new interface I'm giving to users. So again, go to same thing. Okay. These all the different applications provided by, or the different services provided by the SBI Bank. And these all are the different applications created in the background. Loan for against mutual fund is a different application. For e-mandate different, home loan different, e-mudra different, gold loan different. And this is what we are doing here now. So you can put any screenshot here. Okay, and now create. Which roles are required to access this one? This is important because it is my, what I can say, CSM. So I have to give a proper role so that it can be used by my agents. So you can give ESM role, ESM agents, ESM admin and ESM agents. Or I can say SN underscore this one. I can give agent role. Continue. What you want to create as the interface? I'll create a classic one. You want to create a mobile app kind of format, or you want to go for the classic? Classic means this one, which you are able to see like this. ये वाला जो format है. I want to go for the classics one. This is something similar which we do in the App Engine Studio, AES. And now I can create a table here. You want to create a table? Yes, I want to create a table here. Do you want to extend it? Yes. Which table I need to be take? Because if you remember this thing, I have to be extended from the case table only. So I'll put SN underscore customer service and underscore case ये table. Because my case type is coming from case only. So I want to be inherit all the properties from here to here as well. And I said done with table. And now the app format I selected earlier, you are ready to customize it. If you want to make some changes, definitely you need to be add some field or something. You can do this particular part here. Same thing we can do here as well quickly. Label LNG underscore P and C. SN this one and extend from the SN underscore customer case. This thing we can do. In this one, it is showing as a SN underscore this thing. The here it is showing as a customized one. Sorry, scope node X underscore. It's all done. And I said create. Done with the app. Done. Now we need to be create the, let it be load quickly. In development. अरे कहाँ गए भाई? Why it's not showing to me? Here. This thing. Now, if you want to make any changes in this, you can do it from here. One or देखो बन गई टेबल मेरी ये. Scope is this. It's a scoped application. And it's a custom application for me. ठीक. Now what I have to be do? I have to be create the field in this one. क्योंकि अभी तो सिर्फ blank form बना है, उसमें कुछ भी नहीं है. There is nothing much in this particular part. So we have to create the different fields. If I want to be apply for the home loan, I need some information from the customer. आपकी सैलरी कितनी है, लोग कितने होंगे, कितने साल का चाहिए. So these are the fields, right? So we have to be do that particular part. Now let me come back here and show you tables. Different ways हैं करने के और कुछ नहीं है ऐसा. And if you notice, this scope has been changed. And I can see LNG. Sorry, not LNG. It should be X underscore LNG. अरे यार क्या हो गया? Oops. अरे the scope, why it's not showing me the table name? Wait. Oh, case types. नहीं अभी नहीं. Manage case types. Create this one. Edit in studio. देखो, so उसने, because we are extending it from the case table, so it get these many modules as well. This is my application name, menu. देखो ये different case types आ गए इसके, ये सब. So if you want, you can edit this application as well. And we can go for the table level. Configure and table. अरे यार, sorry. मुझे कुछ और लगा और मैंने ओपन किया. देखो जो हमने सब बनाया ना, सब यहाँ पर भी आपको दिख रहा है. ये. So if you want to come back here, let's say create new. It is showing me the same way because we have extended it. But अभी यहाँ पर case type दिख नहीं था मुझे कि मेरा case type कौन सा है. It is showing me the same view from the case base table only, from the case only. But I want to create a different view for my case type. This is what I have to do here. So I'll go back here and कहाँ था case type. And this is what is my this thing. Why I'm not getting option to add field? Case, these are the modules, it's fine. Where I'm stuck here. Or we did something wrong. हमारे पास field add करने का option क्यों नहीं आ रहा? Credit setup, menu, scope. Is wait. We should get an option to add the field as well. Development. दिखेगा ही नहीं हमें. तो इसको यहाँ करते हैं application menu. File नहीं यार, something we did wrong I guess, because we should get an option to call the to create the field as well in this particular table now, so that we can ask the information from the user that okay, what is your problem statement or what's your account number, and all things will be there. Let me do quickly one more thing. Let me go here and create new LNG. Right. Yes, ये तो ठीक है. And create ESM admin, ESM agent. Okay, ठीक है. Classic is good. There should be one option came add field as well. And SN underscore customer service. And then we can say this is fine. Okay, done with table, classic and start. What we missed out? No, again, it's creating. Why I'm not getting option to create the field here? We should get an option to create a field as well. अच्छा, we'll create a field here only. Set up another app, business logic, layout policy. नहीं, ये नहीं. ठीक है ना यार, सही तो करे थे. Because it has been extended from here, so we'll create a field in the case table itself. This is what we need to be do. So we'll go here, tables, and we'll create a field in this particular only. क्योंकि base table तो मेरा case का ही है. SN underscore customer ये रहा. We create a field here only. And then we can use this field in our case type. So let's say I'm creating a new field here. I can put the type as a string. Let me take a normal one. String column name, LNG, details. And 40. अच्छा देखो स्कोप चेंज हो गया तो वो LNG में चला गया अभी वो. Otherwise it was earlier LNG only. ठीक है. And I put submit. Now if you want you can get multiple fields here. ठीक. Now what next? Case type हो गया. Let's go and see. Not showing me the case type, or at least one case type should be exist. किया तो है मैंने case type भाई पूरा. Manage. Why I'm not getting a case type option here? I'll check it guys, because once we create this particular part now, I should get a case type here. यहाँ पर हमें case type दिखेगा अपना. यहाँ पर. We should able to see this manage case type. But it's not showing to me. Either we are doing something wrong here. Let me do the customer services. No. Because it's taking us to back the same thing, case type table only. See, नहीं ये नहीं होना चाहिए. That's wrong. We are doing something wrong here. Because practically, if we create the case there only, what I can say, previous one, we should get a new button here. यहाँ पर एक new button आएगा. Or let me see, do I have any rule required for the case type? ऐसा तो नहीं, admin है, we can do everything here. That's what I'm saying, it's little advanced now for us. Being an admin, I should be able to have everything. Type no. No special roles are required. Still not able to see this case type here. Okay, I will do troubleshooting on this particular part, that why it's not be there, because the one part is done, that we have a this thing ready now. And we will use this particular LNG Pathshala or LNG Pathshala or LNG in our case type it here. And then we will define a complete flow for this one. Kind of a UI action we have to be defined, that when a user click on this, then what should go forward. If I click on this, what should go forward this particular part. This is what is missing in our area, that why I'm not able to see the new button. I'm again confused. Why it's not showing the no button here? Let me go back here again. Any idea, anybody? By any case? Madhur, any
No.
idea? Or Ronald?
No, no idea.
Okay. Why a case type is there? Even I've done everything. Two case types, we already created it. Solve view all LNG Pathshala. Okay, I will check why it's not be applicable or why it's not showing to us here now. Because it has a module, definitely that's fine here. And if this is there, then definitely we should be able to see the case type as well. Okay, no problem. Let's take a break here only. Okay, I will check and I will update you guys tomorrow. Any question on this particular part?
No, no question.
All good here, Madhure and Anita as well.
No question.
Okay, good. Let me stop the recording.